The river of Unkwali. If Amina had known what waited for her beside the river that night, she would never have walked into the shadows. But life had crushed her to a point where even danger felt kinder than the place she called home. And the moonlit river, quiet, icy, and forbidding, was about to expose a truth that would alter her fate forever. Amina was 19 years old, an orphan, and little more than a ghost inside her uncle's compound in the town of Onkwali. Before the rooster crowed each morning, she wrapped her worn cloth tightly around her waist and began sweeping the dusty yard. Her back burned, her palms ached, but she never stopped. When the sweeping ended, cooking began. Then washing clothes, fetching water, scrubbing pots, and cleaning rooms. All the while, Zainab, her uncle's daughter, slept peacefully like royalty until the sun climbed high. "Amina, have you pressed my dress? Amina, why is my bath water cold? Amina, are your ears blocked?" Amina never replied. Long ago she learnt that silence was her shield, or so she believed, until the day she realized silence could not protect her from everything. Behind the compound stood a narrow, poorly built outdoor bathroom made of rough wood and rusted zinc. Every evening, after her chores, Amina bathed there. The space always unsettled her. Sometimes she heard soft movements. Other times, shadows passed behind the wall. She forced herself to ignore it. She never imagined the truth. One evening, as she poured water over her shoulders, a strange feeling crawled across her skin, like unseen eyes tracing her body. She spun around quickly. The bathroom was empty. Shaking, she rushed inside the house, shivering despite the warm night air. The truth came at dawn. Amina had just finished sweeping when she stepped outside to gather firewood. There she met Sadiq, her childhood friend, returning from his farm. He was usually full of jokes, but that morning his face was heavy with worry. "Amina, I need to talk to you," he said quietly. Her brows furrowed. "What is it?" He glanced around before lowering his voice. "Yesterday, when you were bathing, I saw something." Her heart slowed painfully. "What did you see?" Sadiq swallowed. "Your uncle. He climbed the guava tree behind the bathroom. He was watching you. I saw him clearly." The ground seemed to vanish beneath her feet. "Are you sure?" she whispered. "I swear with my life," he said. I shouted at him. He jumped down and threatened me, told me to stay quiet or suffer. Amina covered her mouth, trembling. The man she lived with, the man she depended on, the man she trusted because she had no one else. "You are not safe," Sadiq said gently. "Please be careful." She nodded without speaking, tears burning her eyes as her world cracked open. That evening, when her uncle returned, Amina stood before him, shaking but resolute. "Uncle," she said softly, "why did you climb the guava tree yesterday while I was bathing?" Shock flashed across his face, then rage. "What nonsense is this? Who filled your head with lies? Sadiq saw you." At the mention of the name, he exploded. "That useless boy wants to destroy me. I am respected in this town. Do you think I would lower myself to watch you?" But Amina saw the truth in his eyes. Fear, guilt, shame. That night, she sat beneath the moon, hugging her knees. Her home no longer felt safe. Even the bathroom had become a place of terror. "I can't bathe there anymore," she whispered. Beyond the village lay a dense forest. Hidden deep inside was a quiet river few dared approach. Hunters spoke of strange things there. At midnight, when everyone slept, no one would see her. A dangerous decision took root. "From now on," she murmured, "I will bathe at the river." She did not know something ancient was already waiting. The following night, when the compound slept, Amina rose quietly. She wrapped her cloth around herself, lifted a small lantern, and stepped into the cold yard. The moon lit her path, yet the darkness felt thick and heavy. She hurried past the guava tree, unable to look at it. The forest path swallowed her whole. Leaves crunched beneath her feet. The deeper she went, the colder the air became. Then the trees parted. The river lay before her, clear, calm, glowing like silver under moonlight. Relief flooded her chest. She bathed quickly, feeling free for the first time in years. But something else stirred. A ripple formed across the water. A shadow shifted between trees. When she finished and lifted her lantern, she froze. Something tall stood watching. The wind whispered her name. Amina. She ran. That night, sleep never came. The next morning, Zainab studied her closely. "You look tired. Where did you go last night?" "Nowhere," Amina replied. Later, she told Sadiq everything. He begged her not to return. She refused. That night, she went again. This time, the forest answered. A cracked voice whispered, "Beautiful girl, come with me." Her body froze. An old woman emerged, bent, wrinkled, holding a calabash. Powder filled the air. Darkness swallowed her. Amina awoke inside a filthy hut deep in the forest. Strange charms hung from the ceiling. The old woman stared at her with hungry eyes. "You entered the bush at night," the woman croaked. "The bush keeps what it wants." Amina tried to escape but failed. Back in the village, Sadiq searched everywhere. Her uncle showed no concern. The king refused to help. Sadiq tried to enter the forest and fled in terror. Days passed. The old woman prepared rituals. Smoke filled the hut. Then something changed. "I cannot harm you," the witch whispered. "Your heart is pure." She offered Amina 2 pots, one large, one small. Amina chose the smaller. Inside was gold, pure and abundant. She escaped. Amina rebuilt her life far from her uncle. Sadiq later revealed his secret. He was a prince searching for a woman with a pure heart. Amina accepted his proposal. Jealousy, Zainab went to the river seeking the same blessing. The forest judged her differently. She returned with 2 pots and unleashed death. Greed claimed both father and daughter. And so the people of Nkwali learnt. The forest does not reward envy. The river blesses only the pure of heart.